Today in this session, we are going to be discuss about this Android and how it is increasing its usage and what are the statistics of this Android mobiles as well as mobile internet. And later we can discuss about that. What are the security things uh, we have to do in our mobile, and even we can see that recent attacks and how still today how these some social websites are getting the data from our side, and these all we can be see. So and later we can be discuss about some security tips. How can we make our device will be more secure? Okay, so by changing small configuration settings and these all. So first of all, when I'm going to discuss about this Android thing, I want to discuss then why Android is a major security concern nowadays. Why? Because we heard this recent days we are hearing so much from this out of India that we are blocking so many applications from the Play Store, and even we are in this we are bothering about the China, and even some applications trying to get the data from our users. So when we are using these devices, maybe we are not unaware about this. The people get information by using these mobiles. Why? Because most of the time we can think this is mobile I'm only using, so nobody else know my password and nobody else know that what is the secret key what I'm maintaining. This all nobody knows. So this is the way we can trust our device, and we can keep that sensitive information also inside the device. But how can you say that your device is secure in that case? Suppose you are using some XYZ mobile, which is from that, maybe we can assume like that, that mobile from the China. Suppose that mobile, I'm not talking about even apps also, the Android device I'm talking, which you are purchased, suppose the Xiaomi or some XYZ. Okay, so when you are taken the device maybe itself is a malicious device. Okay, so you can ask me then how you can say that device by I purchased that brand new mobile now. So how can you say that device is malicious? So why I'm saying it may be the malicious. So when you start that application, the immediately it will ask some permissions where it can ask that for the user convenience to give a more good feel to you, then can we access we want to be access your location completely. And always we will be sync your data with our cloud storage where your mobile's data won't consume. And internal storage will be saved by using this cloud. And it will ask them some according to your interest we are already installed some applications, can we run that applications like that. It will ask so many. Most of the time what we will do, we will say that okay, this is anyways my device and that new mobile, so if I'm giving also, then nobody can get the data. When you click on the S, then by opening means that when you start means booting up your first time you booted the device also, you can see that minimum the 40 applications is already available in your device. Already the 40 applications are available inside the device, and that too, that applications are system applications. Okay, system applications means which are by default is signed with the OEM and OS. That means which OS if you are running with that keys, the application is signed and it is available inside your device now. So whenever I say that these applications are system applications, then we know that applications have a more privileges application rather than the third party installed application. The third party installed application means in my sense that is most of the time what the application which is installed by the user, maybe through that Play Store if you install, or maybe through that any ADB means any from somebody if forwarded some link to you, from there you are able to download the application, so that when you click on that URL, then your application will be downloaded. Okay, sometimes you can get it by sharing the applications between the two mobiles, and you can keep it in your internal memory. Whenever you click on that, it will ask for the install. So like this, so many ways are there to install the applications inside the device, not only from the Play Store. There are some other third-party stores are there. Even the OEM people also providing that some tools, and these all we can be use it and to install that applications. So once if I get that kind of applications inside these devices, then whatever that things, whatever that data you are storing or whatever the data you are syncing with these servers and with the cloud, then everything is in within the hand of some other servers, and even with is available within the other clouds also. So now whenever the data is went into that other hands, so then we cannot say that our application, our data is still secured. Okay, so then how could we have to be control this one, and why these Android devices only are the attackers are concentrating more on this Android devices only, that we will discuss in this session. So whenever I said that attackers are trying to be attack in these Android devices, so then what is the reason behind this one? Means the attackers will attack the devices which are more in a number. Means the probability is very high to him to compromise the devices. So that is the reason the attackers are attacking on the Android devices. Somebody can ask the questions like that. So is that iPhone is more secure than that Android? See, the attackers are majorly concentrating on these Android phones. So that's what more and more attacks are happening in this device and Android devices, and so many malwares and ransomwares are everything are implementing in these Android devices. Why? Because more number in a usage, and then internet data is enabled most of the time. And these are the one of the trigger points to that attackers, that they can be get the data from the end user. So when we are talking about this iPhone and this all, we know that the market share of this iPhone and this all are not comparable with this Android. Why? Because Android is completely dominating in a complete and more about this Android devices. So then most of the devices what we are looking at outside in the market, that is that the share for the smartphones are completely dominated by the Android. So there are multiple reasons behind this one, but a major one thing we can say that the OEM, the means different types of OEM peoples are available at outside, and at the same time within the budget the people can be get it, means whatever the budget, some means it can be below that some 10,000, or it is mid-range and then high-end mobiles. These all are available in this Android. And one more major important thing here. So Android is a open source. Whenever I'm using the word open source, that means that developers as well as the manufacturers both are in a huge number in the market. In the market, there's a huge number of people and brands are available on who are working on this Android. So that is one of the major reason where Android is increasing its market day by day. And the one more, and you even we know that during this pandemic situation, how the usage of these smartphones are increased even in a village levels, and that even the people who are that who even the kids, we cannot say that even the people who are at age below 18, and now the kids also able to use that smartphones. It can be in a format of the tab or wearable, whatever it is, but they are using that Android devices nowadays. So the usage is increased like anything. So the growth is tremendously increased from the past 2 years, especially in 2020. We can say that the growth is like the high speed it went off. Actually, the count it increased like anything. So that is one of the major point where Android also be giving that very good UI, and then whatever the users are expecting, everything it is providing. See, simply we can think so. Suppose that people who want to be meet their family members. Okay, then previously it was like that they have to be travel, and then only they can be feel that they can meet them. But now, so take the WhatsApp, otherwise any other thing, any other apps you can take, then from do the WhatsApp video call, then you can see them. So no need to be travel, people are thinking. And the most of the time you can see that the people who wants to be know about their health conditions and these all, now by using some apps they can get every information about their how much calories they burn it, and what is their present body status, and these all BMI, and these all everything they are getting by using this small simple, in a simple way, by using the different apps. And most of the thing you that one more thing we can consider here, even the professionals, I'm not saying that only the layman perspective, even the professionals also, if they are thinking they are forgetting the passwords multiple times, what people are doing, they are open the notes and they will write that usernames and passwords, maybe at least the hint kind of things they are keeping inside the notes. And apart from these, sometimes we know that some sensitive information like messages, otherwise some folders, and sometimes it can be the images and the video records and audio also. What people are doing, they download one Vault kind of app and they will store everything in that. So that means what is happening in this case now? So the people are habituated to store all the data, and even that whatever the work if they want to do also, now they are habituated to use the mobiles rather than the laptops. Previously, when any video conference or something, if it is planned, the most of the time what people did, so they open the laptops and they connected to some like a Skype or anything that they are discussed in that. But now what happened, they can be, if they're traveling also, just they open the link in the mobile and they are keeping the earphones and they are hearing that. So that makes that people so comfortable. So no need to be bothered about the surroundings and no need one setup. So there's nothing needed now. Just if you have a mobile, and the most important thing is internet data. If you have data, so that's it. You can get anything, whatever you want. Simply you can ask me then, one day, can you stay without the mobile, without the smartphone nowadays? So maybe it is possible, but for the if 100 members, if you are taking, at least the 60% people will say that we need mobile at least once per day. So not only for just do the calls, for doing the other things also. So means the usage of this mobile is increasing whenever this pandemic situation came. So then in the last year especially, what was happened to listen the classes also, kids need the mobile only. So can we say that our kids are using these tabs and mobiles only for listening the class? Are those people are not using for any other purpose? So are you are sure about that? They are using these apps only, so which is for educational apps. So we cannot say 100% with 100% guarantee. We cannot say that my kid is using only for listening the classes, not for anything. So that means if the kid is habituated, otherwise the kid is some part, if it is somehow if it is addicted to the mobiles, mobile gamings. So what he will do, he will download the games, and number of the games he can be download, he can play them. So if your credit card or your financial things are attached to that mail ID, so then when he purchase that some gaps and these all, what will happen then, your credentials are there and he can be used that easily, and he can spend that amount from your wallet actually. So we can even recently also we heard so many times that people are spend so much amount for the PUBG. So that means the kids having their parents credentials and cards, and then what those people are doing, but simply they are purchasing the so many levels and so many arms and these are like that, so many things they are purchasing continuously. So one of the recently we heard that more than that 2 lakhs or something, they 3 hours actually. So these are the threads like that. In a mobile we have this kind of threads also. So whenever the growth of this Android is increasing, the same times the attacking ways and then the information can be leaked in the multiple directions. Correct. So these all we have to be consider when we are using these mobiles. So that's what when we are using these mobiles, when I'm saying, then you can see that how the growth was in the past couple of years actually this is 20 according to that statistics in India. They told that in 2022 we will reach up to 442.5 million users of the smartphones, we will get it, they said. But so up to in 2020, early 2020s only, it crossed the 500. End of the 2019 only, it is crossed the 500. Now, according to the recent surveys, they are telling that it crossed that almost it nearer to the 600 millions now. So that means you can understand how that growth is there in that smartphone usage. And again, I'm telling, in the smartphone usage, that market is very high for that Android. It is uncomparable with these other mobile OS also. So, and whenever these Android devices we are using, means we know that without the data, can we expect that smartphone completely? I don't need any data, I just want to use that smartphone. In my opinion, it is impossible. Why? Because for the at least the one setup, if you want to do the device, then completely want to arrange the device to use, then you need the internet. Right after that also, maybe if you need that, sometimes you want to check your emails, sometimes you want to be write in a notes and these all, and you want to be save it, but you want to add it to that calendars, and these all we will do. At least one time it's compulsory need the mobile data. So if I'm not wrong, then so most of the time our mobile data or else the Wi-Fi, it will be always will be turned on in our mobiles, always. Okay, so then when I'm saying it is always, now we know that very well how the people can be theft our data also. There is multiple ways now they have. Most of the time people will be turn off their mobile data, right? When they are going to be bed, then only they will turn off data. Some people won't do that also. Okay, so this is the way the growth of the usage of the mobile data also increase. So then, so what is the major reason we can consider for the mobile data usage? One thing is that couple of years onwards, we are observing that rate means that the amount we are spending and the data is decreased. Means for paying that $100 and $200, easily you are getting that 1.5 GB per day. So whenever the people are paying that 100 and this all, now what they are doing, if I'm not using the 1.5 GB data, then it will be vanished tomorrow. So then I can use something. So watch the videos from the YouTube, otherwise play the games or download something. And even we can be what we are doing nowadays, what people are doing then, not only this TikTok and this kind of this some XYZ applications. So people are habituated, if that application is not there, then go with the alternate. So like that, multiple applications they are downloading. So whenever we are using this much amount of the data, in any one point, if it is compromised there, so then the device will be completely in a risky manner. So, and the same time, if nowadays, if you are seeing, then when even that educated person, I'm saying, so when they are going to the shop or somewhere, what people are doing most of the time, scan the code and pay the amount. That's it. Simple way. No need to carry the wallet, and no need to sometimes you can feel that I didn't forgot the wallet, then how can be purchased? No need. If you have a mobile, sufficient. So you can go and scan the code and you can pay something. Even sometimes when we are going to take the tea for 5 rupees and 10 rupees if you want to pay also, what we are doing, scan the code and pay the amount. Okay. So what if the QR code is not a perfect one? If it is a malicious one, somebody are written some program or something to get the data. If whenever you scan that application, so that then there is a chance that people can be inject the code, correct? So what in that case? So how can you say that now the QR code, whatever you are scanned, that is perfectly secured and my data is then went out? So most of the time we are doing the payments to that using these QR codes only. So, but there is a known issues also there. Still today also we have so many attackers are send that malicious codes by using these QR codes. So then how we have to be trust these all? So using these mobile payments nowadays, it is the growth that way how we are doing the transaction is 99% it is going through the mobile payments only. So then whatever the sensitive information what we have, so when we have the doubt session and the discussions, I will come back after completion of my session, so we can discuss all the doubts and everything. So now the growth is increasing. Now the data which is sent to the attackers also be increased in day by day. Okay, so most of the time we can assume like that whatever I did, that is that my financial things are connected with my device OTP only. So if I enter the OTP, then only transaction will happen. So no worries, my financial details are secure. But what about the sensitive information? What about your images? What about you are talking with somebody, then that voice can be recorded, correct? And it can be capture your pictures also, correct? The personal pictures also it can be captured. And what about that data, like a passwords or something if you enter, whatever your Gmail. So this all also be a matter for the user if he is using for official purpose that device. Okay, so then whenever this all just a popular device, because we already discussed about the OEMs and the developers are in a more in numbers. That's what the meant in these devices. So now we can check this when we are seeing these attacks actually. Whatever that I told, and the attackers through the financial and these all. Nowadays we heard so many times the cyber crimes based upon these mobiles especially are in a huge number. The complaints are registered in the cyber crime departments are increasing day by day, like 100%. It is increased when sometimes when you are checking with this year's report, means 2016 to 2019, if you see, then the 50,000 it is increased to completely 3 lakhs. But in a 2020 it itself it is registered more than 1.5 lakhs complaints. It is only in a 2020. Why? Because at the time of this pandemic, the attackers are taking the advantage of the situation. So why? Because they are waited for these situations, and whenever the government told that, sometimes the government will give some subsidies. Sometimes they will say that they are going to be provide some financial support to the some categories actually. So in that case, what people will do, these attackers will do, they know this some mobile numbers. How they know means very simple. Sometimes we will give a mobile number to the websites. If they are asking to register, then without any doubt, without any second thought, what we will do, we will give a name, we will give a mobile number and employee ID, all we will provide it. And then we say that, okay, just I want to use the app, so that's it. So I will give all the details, whatever he's asking. Okay, once if I give the details are stored in their servers. So what they can do now, they can sell the data to the companies, correct? So then whenever we are saying like that, the data is sold now, your mobile number, email IDs are available at outside. So whenever the mobile numbers, if they got it, they can check by providing, by spoofing, and by even doing the phishing and these all. They will call to you, and they call to that XYZ person, and they will say that, so government is implemented this scheme now, so your account going to be credited with so and so amount. But one thing is, you have to be correct the details, what I'm asking, whether the details are correct or wrong. Like that, they will give us some random account numbers actually. So then whenever they will be updated with the whatever the details you given. So after sometimes again you will get a call from the so and so person. Last time you given, so this one some CVV number or something is missing, just provide it, and now only your amount will be transferred. To believe that one, what people are doing, the attackers are doing nowadays, they are crediting 1 rupee, otherwise sometimes they are crediting the 100 rupees, and they're saying like that, so this amount is credited, so rest of the amount will be credited within the 2 days, but just tell your card expiry date and CVV number. Then obviously that layman perspective, the people who don't know the technology in such a manner, so those people will give the details to them. So whenever he get the details, then what the people are doing by using this all, they are applying for that. They are changing the address and they are changing the mobile numbers. And after finally, what the people are doing then? So apply for the new debit card for the new address. So now you will get a card for the card in a new address. So once the amount is credited in your account, some anyway, some not only from the government, in some other cases, somebody if they are created your account from their children's or somebody, then these people are targeting that kind of accounts, and then they will be take that amount in a fraction of seconds. So nobody will get it out now. So nowadays we heard that one of the biggest scam is identified in a Hyderabad police commissionerate, that is SIM swapping. So from so many years onwards, we are saying this one, there is a chance that people can swap the SIM and then they can get the OTPs. For initially, we are thought like that the OTP we only can get it, but by doing the SIM swapping, those people also will get the OTP now. So this is one of the biggest threat nowadays. So that kind of attacks also be there then. So that means what we have to do, we cannot publish our data. You cannot give your personal data anywhere. Wherever it is required, there only enclose the data which is linked with your financial documents, or else we have to give a dummy accounts. Otherwise, the other alternate numbers what you have, those only you have to be provided. So that is one of the best way you can be escape from this one. So without doing this all, only the cyber crimes are increasing. If the people are not doing this all, then cyber crimes are increasing day by day. That's what almost then every year this cyber police are conducting this so many awareness weeks are like that they are conducting, and they are educating the people. But still, even sometimes the educated people only losing the amount. So then we can think then how that attackers can be manipulate the people very easily. So now we can see some attacks how the people are doing nowadays. So this is one of the famous attack was happened, that is Agent Smith. This application, what it is doing, it is first initially it is looking like a genuine application, but after some time, so when you are using this application, after that you will get a update like that application is outdated, then update it. After you are doing update and these all, it is injecting some code into the device actually. So whenever it is injected the code, when we are receiving that code, that due to that code, now what is happening, so then in some cases it is providing some ads. So when you click on the ads, they will get some financial gain. The second thing, so what people are doing in this one, so they are asking to install the other application by showing some advertisement. When you click on that, it is install your one of the application. When you install that application won't show on your device. Means there are multiple way it is started doing that malfunction. So then whenever you install the other application, so it won't display on your device, so that is hidden somewhere in the device, and then it is started screening your entire application now. Okay, so then through the commands and these all, it try to be get the root, and even sometimes it will be read your screen also by using the accessibility service. So using this accessibility service, the one of, if any one application, if they have a accessibility service permission, if they have this permission, that application can read your device whenever it is active. Suppose if a device is active, then you're typing in the WhatsApp and you're sending to somebody. Now whatever the message you send it and what is there before the conversation, everything the application can read it. The malicious application which are having accessibility service, that application can read everything now. So that much possibility is there in an Android. How it is possible means by providing the permissions. So are you people are aware about that Android permissions? So most of the people don't know that what this permission exactly will do. Some of the people can assume like that location permission, if I given, that so and so application will try to read my location. It's not only the location, the Wi-Fi, when somebody is using also, that application is especially takes that location permission. So whenever it is taken the location permission now, so then that is able to invoke the network also now. So this is the way, multiple ways that single permission can be used. So in that case, how we can we stop this kind of activities, then malicious activities means first we have to be know that what is the exact functionality of this application. Sometimes you can see that you will download one simple application also, it will have it contains the ads, and it will ask to record your audios and record your videos, and it will ask to contacts permission, and it will ask the storage permissions. So why this all needed? You can download some scanner application. So if you download the scanner application, some of the scanner applications will ask to do the settings changes in the settings also, and it will ask to install that application permission. Okay, sometimes even it will ask for your complete recordings of your data and recording as well as mic permission, and even it will ask for the contact permission. Why the scanner is needed the contact permission? Why the scanner is needed mic permission? If it is asking camera, yes, we can accept. Why? Because you want to capture the pictures and you can be uploaded. So that's the reason it needed. Even it is asking the storage, okay, we can accept it. Why? Because it want to be get the data from that storage. So that's what it will be. But why mic permission? Why the contacts? So these all we have to, when you are install the application, You have to be know very clearly what is the functionality and from where you downloaded, whether you downloaded from the Play Store. If you downloaded the Play Store, whether it is a genuine developer or not, this is also we have to be checked. Okay, why? Because so why I'm saying it is a genuine developer or not means sometimes what will happen. So even that famous brand also, suppose you can think like that Tata. Nowadays we identify one of the fraud in a name of the Tata. So they mentioned that Tata products, Tata is providing one product, so that due to this February 14th, like that, for that young people, they are giving some gifts. So you have to register that and do some kind of surveys and transactions. Then if you win, then you will get a iPhone 12. Like that, they are provoking. So by using the logo, by seeing the logo, and then introduction about the data, so what people are thinking, yes, it is a genuine. Why? Because the logo is similar and the text also similar. Everything is similar. Is it hard to get the Tata's logo and Tata's information? The Wikipedia, if you go, then you will get all the details. And if you go for that internet, then easily you can get their logo. So that's it. The people are integrating this all, and they're creating some URLs. When you click on that malicious URLs, like a phishing attack now. So then when you click on the URLs, so then it is doing something harmful to your device easily. So this is the one way the people are doing the fraud. So here also Agent Smith is what it is doing. So once when you install this application, after update, it is showing some kind of adwares, and it is provoking to install the applications. That applications, once it is installed, then it starts showing its actual behavior. So then what it will do then means it will try to get the sensitive information and the details from your device. So most of that antivirus reports are telling like that. So whatever that permissions if you are giving, then so sometimes the permissions are invoking from that hardware level also. That means from the root level it is getting some permissions. Once if you get that permissions, then easily the device can be compromised. So in a same thing in a financial applications, especially in India banking applications, so most of the time they are not checking these hardware level permissions. That means if you are doing a transaction, so that as a application, if it checks whether it is the device is rooted or not, and what kind of permissions it have, whether this is connected in a public network or not. If these all permissions if checks first only, then most of the fraud transactions we can be stop it in a initial point only. So that's what we are saying. Then at least the financial banking application should be concentrate on this more and more. So then when we are saying then, so this using this data now, that means the people are saying that the data is very slow, they want to be speed up that data, and this we are hearing from the people, actually the users. So whenever you are using the more fast internet, so we are thinking about the speed only, whatever the security. So when the people are, a simple example I can see, I can tell that some XYZ restaurant will say that, so this is free Wi-Fi is available here. When the people are enter into the hotel also, most of the people, when any famous hotels, I'm not saying even any smaller like that, famous hotels, when they enter, then they will ask what is the password of this one. Okay, so and then some people will say that this is open network, so you can connect easily. Just enter your room number or something, then you are able to connect it. So whenever it is saying like that, for all the room people also can be connected in a same manner, correct? So that means it open now. So when if you are doing some transactions or if you are doing something else, there is a more chances are there to get that, capturing that packets. If some attacker wants to get the information, what he will do, he have the n number of the tools to capture the packets, Wiresharks, and these are so many he have. So he can get that, he can dump into the system, and then he can try to decrypt that. Then there is a chance to get a complete plain text, he can get it. So these all are different types of attacks can be planned, and it can be go ahead by using these open networks and that rooted devices. These all can be chances actually. So then when speed, we are thinking the same times we have to think about that how much security is. Okay, and the attackers, I told, always they are trying to take the advantage of the situation. So with the time of the COVID, especially the early stages of this COVID, so when we saw that so many apps are available in the Play Store, by saying that best precautions are providing by this app. And the best way you can be avoid that people who got that COVID by using this COVID-19 tracker. Like that n number of the applications we got it. So whenever in that one application is this COVID-19 tracker app. This is purely malicious application, but when you're installing it is showing that it will be identify that people in a surrounding who are having this disease, who having this virus like that, they claimed it. But after 1 or 2 days, if you are using, then the device is completely locked and you are getting a message. You got the device which is locked, so it is showing one notification that this device is locked. So where the malware is attacked, and if you pay that $100, then only we can be unlock this device, or else your device will be completely become as a brick, like that they told. But the user thought like that, why should I pay that $100? Then I cannot use this device, I can keep it aside. But then they are even giving that some kind of things, so where all your data is within our hands, so we can publish it in the dark websites. So now obviously what people will think, so we can, it's $100, so we can pay it and then we can get the data. But how can you say that the attacker is that much trustworthy person? How can you believe that after paying the $100, then he will leave your data, so he can be published into again, correct? So when we are installing, only if you are taking care about these all, then that kind of situation won't occur. So that's what, as a developer, we can say that first of all, when you are going to be install some application, when you are going to be use some application, first properly check whether it is a genuine developer or not. Properly check the reviews, whether any review is there in a negative way. Okay, and you can check the developer. Like the same thing, the Tata is not providing that app, but people are created their own app and they kept a logo and even the developer name as Tata. That's it. But is that application as having from that Tata's people? Okay, so that we have to be checked. And second, one more thing, we have to see the look and feel also. Any changes any changes are there in a original website. If the app is there, the same look and feel we have here also or not. Why? Because the phishing, and then we can see these attacks. What people will do, they will change the small text in that URLs and they will create the new URLs and they will be start provoking us to be install it. Okay, so like this, so many things are there, we have to be take care. So then next one is a zero-click spyware attack. This was created by Israel Cyber Group actually. So in this attack, what was happened? Just you will get a call from unknown number in a WhatsApp. So then whenever you receive a call in the WhatsApp, whether you disconnect it or you answered it, so both case the spyware will enter into your device. Okay, so that means zero click. There is no action needed. Then the spyware is automatically entered into your device actually. Okay, so that kind of links they are kept in this device, and then WhatsApp number, if you know, then for that WhatsApp number they will call. And meanwhile, when you are thinking about that, what from where we are getting and what is this, so meanwhile they can be read your phone status by injecting the code immediately. So, but this is targeted from some category people only. That's what it is not encountered in a huge number. So that government officials and some kind of agencies they targeted, and from there WhatsApp what they are doing, chatting and where they are going, and this all they got a data. And very well known, we know that about the Facebook data leaks, especially that US elections time. So still today also, when people are using the Facebook, sometimes it will ask for that, what is the opinion? So whenever we are identifying this, whenever we are identified this Facebook, then we can see sometimes it will ask that some personal details. Okay, about the some product, this some so and so product it will give, and what is opinion, give a survey and provide your details and get a scratch card, get a cashback, like that. So many things they will offer. Okay, so then what people will do, if I do the survey, I will get a cashback 100 rupees in Amazon. Okay, in Amazon I can purchase something within the 100, so I will give the details. So what is the issue? Like that, you are providing the details and you are participating in the survey. So that is sufficient to them to sell your data to analytical groups actually. Once this kind of survey and these all, once they get data, they will give some respected agencies, and then they will get a proper amount, and then they can use it for they can increase their business day by day, the financial gain they are getting actually. And apart from this, when you are installing the Facebook, just look into the permissions what it is using. So it will use more than 60 permissions. Everything in your device, whatever you're doing in the Facebook, immediately it will send to the some XYZ application. You may, if you are looking for any cloth and these all, okay, then after sometimes you will get a message from the Amazon 50% off in this cloth. And if you are searching for the shoes in that Facebook and some other applications, you will get immediately from Myntra like that. So 70% we are giving offer. So today night it will be end. So now what it is doing, it is reading your mind, and what is the relevant to you, then it is providing immediately. When you are reading that message, then immediately that, yeah, I have to be purchased the mobile, acha, that offer is available. So I can go for the purchase. At least you will look into that actually. It's not like a purchase, at least you will look into that actually. And you will open that application. So this is all are provoking the user and increasing their business. And in the same way, this Uber also, what these people did, these people have stored every application, means that complete details of that person's user, they kept in a cloud where it is not encrypted. So attackers are attacked, and that now they received all the details. Most of the people in our country also, educated people also, most of the time what we will do, we will save the card to the Uber. So some credit card you will save into their wallet actually. So now what will happen? Now the credit card details also exposed to the dark web. So after they identify, some of the person is identified from their company only, then this kind of a leak was happened, means then people know about this all. Okay, if he won't tell, then how many companies are doing like this, we don't know. Why? Because somebody came out, that's what we know. So these all are different kind of attacks. So based upon these attacks and these all, whatever the attack can be happen, those all will be part of in these threats only. These are the major threats. Whatever the attack can be happen, that should be part of any one threat here. The hidden application which can be hide inside the device and it can be get the data. Mobile phishing, so providing that same kind of URLs, otherwise look and feel everything is same. Then through the URLs, they try to get your data, otherwise invoking these payments and these all. Fake applications, we know that very well. Some application is very famous. Nowadays, you can see that CoWIN. So government told that they will be introduced some XYZ application, CoWIN application. So using that, you can be registered the vaccination and these all. When the government told like that, now if you go and check with that Play Store, so around 3 to 4 applications are already available in the Play Store on the same name. How could we know that which is a correct application? So we don't know that. This kind of fake applications will be installed and they will get your data. So then when we can see the spyware, malware and adware, these all are we already discussed in our threads also. So means by recording your videos, by without knowing that user, means they will get a camera permission, and then in a background it will be stay and it will get your data. And the same time it will get mic permissions, and whatever you are talking, then everything it will be stored inside your device now. So like this, so many things it can be. Adwares, it will be pop up the ads, and when you click on that, app can be installed and immediately it will be asked for more ads to install. Otherwise it gives a more ads continuously. Even you are not using the device also, it will give so many messages to you. And the same ransomware and IoT and Wi-Fi threats are nowadays it is increasing. Why? Because the people nowadays are thinking just connect one router and all the devices, your mobile, your entire family mobiles, and then what is this TV and all your laptops and everything is connected. And sometimes nowadays people are thinking at in my office I can sit and I can turn off my fan, I can turn on my TV. These all the people are thinking, yeah, we are in advanced technology now. So you are in advance, that is well appreciated thing. What about then that network if it is compromised? Any one device if it is compromised, so then all the devices which are connected to that network now obviously win a threat only. So that's what we have to be very careful when that IoT and these Wi-Fi threats actually. And misconfiguration of the device. If you are not configured the device properly, sometimes we will give us some permissions. Okay, sometimes you will be enable the devices and device location permissions, or sometimes we will enable some kind of critical things like a notification. One of the best thing I can say that the notification manager. So we will get a OTP. Then most of the time, if you get the OTP, we will just scroll it down and we'll see the OTP and then immediately we will enter it. So if your kid get your mobile, Okay, and your anyways your details are available with him already. If a card or something, if you get it, then he can be enter that in online and he can purchase that uh, things whatever he want. Then you can ask me like that, the OTP have to be entered now, then how could you know that? So recently also one of the videos circulated there also. So he got the card, and then this father what he did at night time, so he thought like that, he anyways if he take the card also OTP I have to get now, then he kept that and he locked that, and means he kept a screen lock, and then he kept the device. So now at the morning when he saw that, he's spent that more than 50,000 rupees. So how it was happened now? So he entered the details, and then the OTP is coming. The OTP is available in the notification bar. Whenever OTP comes, your screen will be blink. So then it is available in the notification bar also. So even if the device is locked, then that OTP is visible. So easily is entering the details, and then he did this. So like that, it can be happen for anybody. So that's what we have to be block these notifications by changing the settings. Yeah, settings if you go then. So yeah, these are the changes you have to do. Then your device will be more secure. Cannot say that this will give the 100% secure. I can say that at least it is avoid some kind of malicious things. So backup and reset. So backup your data, but never automatically restore the data into the cloud. Never enable this one. Backup the data whenever you want. So after that, disable immediately. And you can see that smart lock, this is one of the things, so where you can enter into the trusted place, then only that lock will be open, otherwise most of the time device will be locked. So that is one thing we have to be get it. And ads, to stop that adware, so just disable, opt out this ads personalization. Once if you go for your mobile settings, there Google will be available, in that ads will be, once you select that, there is an option opt out for ads personalization. This you have to be selected. When you're selecting, it will show that if you disable this, your different kind of ads you will get it. First of all, you no need to be read, correct, that you cannot give a permission to somebody to read your browsing and these all. So that's what we have to be opt out this one. And the location one, we know that very clearly. Google will say that from past 5 years where you travel, everything it will be available in Google's account. If you went for your web browser, so just go for your account and check. There you can see that from past 1 year, 5 years or 4 years also, whenever you purchase a smartphone, whenever you given that your Gmail ID to that, from that time to till today, wherever you travel, it will show complete map to you. So that's what we have to be disable this location servition most of the time. And then the settings automatically wipe will be available, better opted. Why? Because if your device went to other hands, if more than 10 years 10 attempts if happened, so then automatically wipe the data. That could be that one of the best way you can be secure your data. Why? Because device, if you lost it, is not a big deal, but because so it can be recover it, otherwise you can be purchase the new one. But the data, if you lost it, the data if it is went to others hands, so that is the biggest loss for you. So that's what we have to be take care about the data. That's what wipe it automatically after 10 times, like that you can keep it 10 times or 20 times or whatever you want. So then this is notification one, what I discussed already. So always better hide the notification, that could be better, and always disable this one. So from unknown resource, if you are able to, if you are trying to download, so then always disable it. You cannot give a permission to install the application from unknown resource. Why? Because some application, if you install that application, if get this permission, that application itself can be install other application in the device. Why? Because the Play Store is not needed here. So this kind of things you can be stop it. And always check for the updates. If updates are there, then only install it. Don't give a permission to auto update directly. You can check that, then only go it for the next level. So these all the things. Most of the times what we are saying, then on click is the biggest threat. So whatever the clicks you are doing on the device, so you have to be careful where what URLs you are clicking and what data you are giving, and check your network whether it is connected in a secure network or not. And Bluetooth, if it is connected, better always turn off the Bluetooth wherever required. Whenever it is required, then only you can be turn it. And these all these slides will be shared with you. So I hope so this reference and everything you can be checked them. So this is from my side. The time is very congested for us. That's what I finished it. So if anybody have a doubts, please let me know. Then we can discuss. Zero click for iOS phone also, yes, it is. But it is identified very quickly, and that is the reason it is closed actually. And reference page, sir, the slides will be provided so you can see this reference page.
Yes, Sunil, there is a doubt. I have sold my old phone on Cashify after deleting the data. Was it safe?
Sir, if you did the factory reset, okay, so then we can say that that mobile data is means the mobile what you sold is not a big deal to you. So factory reset, and after that again you can be open your device and you can look into that whether still your mobile ID or Gmail is linked with the device. If the Gmail is linked with the device, yes, your data will be in harmful hands now.